All right, Terry, Glenn, this is Caden with Camelback Subaru here in Phoenix. Hope you guys are having a great day. Just want to make you guys a quick little video going over the features and functions and main important buttons of your brand new 2021 Subaru Outback touring model. We're going to start up here with the Homelink mirror. Up above on the top right, you can see your compass. We're facing north at the moment. Got a couple buttons beneath here. The three in the Audi here, these are for your garage settings. That way you don't need to have the clicker out. Now to program it, push the button that you want to program and notice that there's an orange flashing light now. The orange light means that it is in learn mode. So from here, just hold up your garage opener or clicker, press and hold for about 5 to 10 seconds or until the blinking light turns green. Once it flashes green, that's it. The clicker is programmed. And 99% of clickers should be compatible. Now, if you program it, it starts flashing green with the garage clicker, but your garage still will not open or close. You're gonna have to go on the motor of the garage itself and hit the learn button on the motor itself and program it with the button here, okay? Now to take it off unlearn mode, you just gotta press it and it goes away. Button on the middle with the green light, that's the dimming feature on the mirror. And I leave that feature on all the time when I'm driving. That's so at night when you have trucks with bright lights behind you, it adds a little little tint on the rear view mirror. That way the driver behind you with the bright lights do not blind you. Coming down here, this is your main home screen. You got the home button right here. So if you press this button, this is the screen it takes you to. You got your built-in navigation button, radio, media, Bluetooth connectivity for the phone, different apps for the car, and My Subaru, which there is the My Subaru app that you can download to your phone to allow access to little perks for your car too. You got your map button here. Now, this is your built-in navigation. If you want it to go full screen, you're gonna tap this top left corner right here, and it stretches it out a little bit. If you want to minimize it again, you got that there. You got these arrows above that will give you different information as well. You got your radio station. You also got the acceleration in your car, angle of the pavement your vehicle is on, and then the weather too, and that's linked to the built-in navigation, so it knows exactly where you're at and what temperature to show. Now back to the navigation itself, there's a couple different view settings you can change and cycle through by tapping the little compass right there where it says N as we're facing north. So each time you tap it, it's going to change the orientation, and you can leave it on whichever one you prefer. Down here, there's a menu button. From here, you can search an address, you can add a home address, recent destinations you went to, and also save some favorites in case you have like a family member's house you want to go to, restaurant, or another point of interest. You can save it right there in your favorites, okay? Now we're gonna go back to the home button, hit the radio. So this is your radio. Up above, you got a couple different tabs. You got FM, AM, and XM. And then to tune the stations, you got the tune button, or you can also hit scan back and forth. HD radio, you want to leave that on. There are stations that can pick up HD sound, and this car will do it. It'll give you better sound quality as well. The replay button, that's if you are in the car, you just started it on, and there's a song that's already playing. If you want to start that song from the beginning, just hit replay. Station list, there are a list of stations for different genres. You can open that up and kind of browse which one you may like. Favorite stations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to save a certain station, tune it to the right station you like, and then you just press and hold on the tab until it beeps. Once it beeps, it will save that station to that tab you're saving on. You can save up to 12 stations, and if you hit the arrow again, it goes to up to 18 different stations down there. The little box up here, this is your equalizer. You can adjust your bass, your mid, and the treble, balance, and favorite. Currently the sound is centered, but let's say you're on a road trip, you got people sleeping in the back, but you still want to hear your tunes. Drag the guy to the front, or vice versa. You can drag the sound around to the car, different corners. Let's say everyone's driving, or excuse me, everyone's asleep but the driver. You can move it to the driver position and listen to your tunes as well. To move the dial back dead in center, you are going to hit reset. It puts it right back in the center for you. So that's your radio there. Couple important buttons that I do want to go over will be these two primarily, but this guy right here is pretty essential. This is for your vehicle settings. You got your regular traction controls. I would leave that on. X mode, that's if you go off-roading at lower speeds in different terrain, uphill or downhill. At lower speeds, you want to use X mode. It'll give you better traction to that certain terrain you're driving through. Going normal speeds, anytime you go past 20 miles per hour, that feature will just shut off since you don't need it driving in normal streets. You can also adjust your cruise control, acceleration, characteristics. That's all personalized to you. Little drop down window here. You can select which one you ever prefer. AVH, this is how you turn it on. It does reset each time you drive the vehicle. Currently, there's no way to just keep it on. And that feature will not be activated until you turn it on, go for a quick little drive. Then once you come to a complete stop, once you hit the brake, a little circle will appear to the right of the AVH to let you know that feature is activated. From there, you can let go of the brake and hold the vehicle in place until you hit the gas and go again. Then over here, steering responsive headlights. So the headlights do turn in the direction as you turn the wheel to give you greater visibility at night. But if you don't want it to be steering responsive and just keep straight forward, you got to turn that guy off. But I have it in my car. I leave it on all the time. I think it's a pretty useful feature. The auto start stop. This is the one where it shuts off the engine at a complete stop to save fuel. Now, this won't kick in until you put the car in drive. Go for a little bit of a drive off the driveway into a normal street. Then once you come to a stop and a halt, hold the brake down. It will shut off the engine for a little bit to save fuel. But if you want to keep it running, you're going to turn that guy off right there. And in your model, Ultimate Update, there's a button with an A right here. Makes it easier to access. You just tap that to turn it off or turn it back on. Totally up to you if you like to take advantage of it. We're going to go back to the home screen here. You got your dual temperatures, one for each person. Currently it's synced. That's why both passenger and driver is changing together. But as soon as the passenger adjusts their own, it will unsync it. So now I can adjust my own temperature as the driver, and the passenger can do their own. Your heated seat buttons and ventilated buttons are down here. You just tap the little chair, a little pop-up window will open up. And it doesn't last long, so go ahead and click it again to turn the heated seats on. You tap once, high, medium, low, and then off. And then for the ventilated seats, the cooling seats, you're gonna tap the guy on the bottom. Same thing, high, medium, low, and off, okay? So you got that there. Now, very important functions on your steering wheel. Top right button right here. This is for your adaptive cruise control. So you may notice that screen there just changed as soon as I hit the cruise control button right there. So now it's off, now it's on. The bottom right button, this is your lane centering. You want to make sure these two are both on. These are used together on the highway, great for long road trips. So now that those are on, and to use it, you're just gonna press down right here while you're on the highway to set your speed. Again, this to set your speed when you press it down. And what it does is, once you set your speed, you're gonna rest your hand on the wheel just like this, because you still gotta pay attention, but it holds your speed at cruise, keeps you behind the car in front of you at a certain distance, and physically within the lane. Now, it may feel weird at first, but once you get pretty acclimated to it after a few times using it out, it's gonna be very enjoyable to use on the highway. Great for long distance road trips. You can also adjust the distance of the cushion while in cruise control between you and the car in front of you with these two buttons right here. So the top left will add an extended cushion line. The bottom left will minimize it. As you see there, each white line in front of that car is about a 1 car cushion from the car in front of you. I usually cruise around 2 or 3 lines on the highway. For me, I think that's a pretty good distance. You also have a heated steering wheel button on the back right here. Pull it towards you. It's got orange on or orange off. Buttons to the left over here will be for your media entertainment source. Each time you press it, will cycle through FM, AM, Bluetooth, etc. and more. That's gonna be for your media source. You have your voice command button here, answer calls or hang up calls here. Beneath here, you got a couple buttons. Now, each time you pull on either arrow, it will change this digital display in the center. So if I pull on one of the arrows right now, it changes that screen above. So your auto start stop information, how much fuel you're saving, along with how much time you've used that feature. You also got your trip distance, average fuel economy for trip as well. And then outside temperature and time. You got your Bluetooth device. And then you also have your compass right here, since you have built-in navigation on your car. A couple buttons down here to our left. This button right here, if you press and hold it, will open or close your power lift gate. This scroll right here is to adjust the brightness of the speedometer, along with your center screen in the middle at night. And you also have a hands-free button to open or close the lift gate. With this, if you have your key on you, you just got to wave your arm over the badge under tail lift gate there, and it'll hands-free open or close your power lift gate as well. Got a couple buttons on the back over here. These are your paddle shifters. This is so if you ever wanted to use the manual mode, just pull your shifter back, move it to the left, and you can accelerate or decelerate a gear yourself if you want to control the gears yourself. Let me see what else. For your seating over here, you got a couple buttons on the left for the driver's side. This button here will be to close or open your power folding mirrors. So if I press it, let go, it folds right back out. And those will automatically fold in or out when you lock or unlock your car via the key fob as well, okay? Well, I hope this helps, gives you a little bit more in-depth feature controls of your new car. If you have any other questions, there are a lot of features on this car. Let me know and I'll help you out, okay? Thank you for your business and hope you have a great day. Take care.